Hey everybody, how are you? Brittany Bed, coming at you live. What do you think of my new background? So, I don't know if this is bright enough. I got some lights, and they're like right in my face. I feel like it's super bright. Maybe my phone feels dark because it's so bright in my face right now. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay, and that it looks okay. Okay, so it's Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope that you had a great week and you have a lot of fun stuff coming up this weekend. I've been getting some emails lately, and I'd like to take a few moments to address them. So one of them in particular, I'm just gonna read it to you guys. This is from someone who is also in network marketing. This person is not on my team. I don't really know her. We're more of acquaintances. But she sent me this yesterday, and I've been getting a lot of messages lately about various things. But because this one hits so close to home, I wanted to address it over video because I think that it's probably applicable to a lot of people. So she's saying that she's been in her business for a year now, and she hasn't gone anywhere with it. She blames herself. Several things have happened to her in the last few years, and she's having a hard time moving past that. She's dealing with depression and anxiety, and it prevents her from moving forward on where she knows she should be. How do you make yourself do what you do, she asks me. Deep down, there's this mom boss who is screaming to come out, but I keep her hid. So then she kind of went on to tell me a little bit about herself and said, when people on her team get together and they invite her, she doesn't go. She makes up an excuse to not go because she doesn't feel confident enough in herself. She doesn't like socializing. So, you know, I can totally feel that. I can totally feel that. I have been there so many times, and, you know, mental health is a huge deal. Thankfully, it's more of a big deal nowadays. If you have ever heard me talk about my mental health before or not, I'm going to be 32 in July, and the summer that I was 11 turning 12, my birthday's in July, I was very depressed. I was having panic attacks all the time where I could not catch my breath because I just had so much anxiety. And I was so depressed that poor 11-year-old me wanted nothing more than to commit suicide. But being only 11, I had no idea like how to do that. I didn't want to upset my family. So it was very difficult. And then as I got older, you know, well, my mom took me to my doctor, and this is 20 years ago, you guys, so things are way different. Mental health issues were not like they are today. So my doctor said that I was too young for any medications and that I would grow out of it. So I, being 11 years old, 12 years old, had to battle it by myself. And like I was successful in that. But by the time I hit around 18, 19, depression and anxiety was turning its ugly head back at me. And I remember, like, not very many people know this about me. I started out in a business degree, which is so funny because now I have 2 businesses, but I hated my business degree. And I actually ended up flunking out of university because I did not feel like I belonged there. I did not feel like I was smart enough to be there. And instead of just like owning up to the depression that I was going through, I would pretend to go to school, but I'd actually just drive around and look for places that I could easily kill myself in my car. Because I didn't want to like get into a crash and survive, like that'd be horrible. I wanted it to look like an accident because I didn't want my family to know that I was going through all of this. And like I didn't want to hurt anybody else. Like I didn't want to drive into a transport truck and like hurt the driver or traumatize the driver. So this is something that I went through for almost a year, and then I finally was able to get help and able to get medication. Now, it's been a long time since I've been on medication. I haven't been on medication in ages. But that doesn't mean that just because you're feeling well, you should stop taking your medication, because that's not the answer. And a lot of people that suffer from anxiety, depression, because their medication's working, they think that they're cured. Well, anxiety and depression, keeping that under wraps is like going to the gym. You can't just be like, oh, I'm fit, I'm thin, I'm buff, whatever you want to be, and then be like, well, now I don't have to go back. No, you have to keep going, you have to maintain, so you have to look after yourself. Also, thank you, Betty. I don't mind sharing my story at all, because, I mean, I used to be embarrassed of it, and I used to be like, oh my goodness, what if anybody ever found out that I was taking crazy pills? I'd be so scared. But now that it's, you know, more of a thing, I'm more comfortable sharing it with people, especially if it's going to help somebody. The other thing is that I've come across, and people say this to me all the time, you're so confident on your videos, you're so this, you're so that. No, I'm not. I'm just pretending. In real life, I am not this outgoing. I used to be, and I'm working on becoming as outgoing as I am on videos in person. And once you get to know me, like, I'm kind of a silly person, and like, I like laughing and being goofy and whatever. But when I first meet people, like, I kind of have my head down, like, I'm a little bit nervous, because I'm an approval addict, so I worry a lot that people are not going to like me, especially from my history of, like, my friends turning their backs on me and things like that. So I kind of did some research, because I thought, I went to a conference and the woman speaking said that she was 50% introvert and 50% extrovert, and that is totally me. And then I started hearing about ambivert, and I thought, oh, well, maybe I'm an ambivert, but I don't really totally think I'm an ambivert. I think I'm more 50-50 intro-extro. So if you invite me somewhere, my first response would be like, heck yeah, let's go, woo! And then, like, the day before, I'm going to be like, I don't want to do that anymore. I just want to stay home. I don't want to get dressed. I just want to watch TV. And then, if I stay home, the whole time I'm bummed out that I didn't go. And if I go, I'll randomly be like, I should have stayed home. So I'm like never really totally satisfied. But I do have more fun when I go out. I am a little bit, maybe I'm like 60-40. Extrovert 60, introvert 40. It's hard to say. It depends on the day. And being like an anxiety, depression sufferer, it really totally depends on the day. So it's so funny how we say this to ourselves, and yet we've never referred to them as crazy pills if someone else said they were taking medication for mental health. You know, Betty, that's so true. It's so true, but we're so hard on ourselves, right? Just like you said, it's okay for other people to struggle, but God forbid I struggle, then I'm the worst in the world. What's wrong with me, right? So terrible how we talk to ourselves. That's a topic for a whole other day. So this woman asked me, how do I do it? Well, I will tell you that it is not always easy. This is a mindset game. I wake up every morning with a grateful heart, and I go to bed every night with a grateful heart. I did a video about this last week. If you woke up tomorrow with only the things that you thanked God for today, what would you have? And often we will ask God, help me, help them, do this for me, do this for them, heal me, whatever. We don't say thanks. Thanks for my house. Thanks for my family. Thanks for my friends. Thanks for food in our bellies. Thanks for our health. We don't do that. You know, humans are selfish. We may not always mean to be, but we're very focused on ourselves. So I try to go to bed every night, and the first thing I do is I thank God for all the things that I have that not everybody else has. And I wake up in the same state. And, you know, that doesn't mean I don't wake up cranky. That doesn't mean I don't want to kill my kids sometimes. Like, every day is different, but it's a mindset thing. And when it comes to my business, you know, I've been in it for over a year, kind of similar to the woman that had messaged me. And it's not always like gumdrops and lemon drops and fairy tales and like unicorns. Sometimes it's really hard, and you have to, like I say, it's a mindset thing. You really have to try as hard as it is to separate your business from your personal. Like, if someone rejects you, I know this is so hard because, like I say, I'm a people pleaser, and I'm so worried that no one's going to like me. So when someone says that they don't want to buy from me, or worse, they don't want to partner with me, like, I take that as a stab to the heart. quickly be like, nope, that's okay. They don't want to buy what I'm selling, that's fine. They don't have to buy what I'm selling. They don't want to partner with me, maybe I don't want to partner with them either. You know, you got to remind yourself, your perfect team and your perfect customer base is out there waiting for you. You just have to find them. And it's that finding them that's the hardest part, because you have to weed through all the crap to find the goodies. Like, you are mining for diamonds and you're just hammering away trying to find diamonds, and it is so difficult. But once you get that little gem, you are so appreciative and you love them. That customer, that partner, business partner, and you just put them in your pocket and you take care of them, and then you just got to keep going. It's so difficult. I'm getting so many comments here. Hold on. Gratitude attracts positivity and more of what we are grateful for. Absolutely, Betty. You're so right. Kelly, I myself started with what was postpartum when I had my first child. I thought it went away, but years down the road was in a relationship that was unhealthy. That took me to, whoa, this is long, Kelly. I hope you don't mind that I'm reading it. That took me down the road again. Anxiety attacks, couldn't drive, hot flashes, tingles in my face. Had to be on medication, and it helped. I totally understand. My doctor took me off medication again, as I'm doing each day. I'm hoping to not feel that all back again. Thank God, and do something for yourself every day, even if it's something simple like sit and read. Good for a coffee with a friend. Take care of you. Absolutely, Kelly. No, Kelly, that's wonderful. You know, postpartum is a whole other topic, and it's a huge deal. So many women suffer from postpartum. You know, if you think the baby blues, and that's another one that's not really very much talked about. Miscarriage. Miscarriage was a huge taboo topic. Things like that, that really, psychological warfare is really what it is. Kelly, I'm so glad that you're doing well, and keep me posted. I'm going to be praying for you that you don't have some postpartum this time around. I mean, every baby's different, and they always say that. I had it really bad after Noah. So Noah's my second, so I have Oliver, he's 3.5, Noah's 2.5, and then I just had Belle. And I had it really bad for Noah. Most of my pregnancy, I really suffered because Oliver was only 5 months old when I got pregnant for Noah, so I suffered from mom guilt so hard. Like, it was devastating. I felt guilty for Oliver because I felt like being pregnant with Noah was taking away from Oliver, and I didn't feel like that was fair. But then at the same time, I obviously felt guilty that I even felt that way because, of course, I wanted Noah and I loved him. So it was just like a constant back and forth, like trying to figure out, particularly going from 1 to 2, you worry that you don't have enough love for more kids. And like, love is infinite. Love multiplies. The more kids you have, the more love you have to give. But yeah, I just really had the mom guilt, and then Noah was an emergency C-section, and both of us nearly died. So I had a lot of postpartum after him. There's like trauma from it. But that's a whole other thing. That, you know, if people want me to talk more about that sometime, I'm happy to. Or if people have questions, I mean, I guess I can today. But when it comes to carrying on, I mean, you have to remember that your perfect customers and your perfect partners are out there and they're waiting for you. They don't know that they're looking for you. They don't know that you're looking for them. But you have to keep looking. It's like going through the fog, like going through the darkness. I know it sucks, girl. I know how much it sucks. Like, my team is not the biggest team. I'm not like a million bajillionaire right now. But I just keep forging on. I'm looking for those perfect people that want to be customers of mine. I'm looking for those perfect people that want to partner with me and hang out with me and do stuff with me and make money with me and like just have fun overall. When it comes to your team, doing events and things like that and not wanting to go, I mean, because I'm an introvert extrovert, I can totally relate to that. Like, my first thought would be like, oh, fun, and then I'd be like, I don't want to go to that. I don't know them, I don't want to go. But I think it's important, and I would encourage you to try to go. Next time they do one, really try to go. I don't know, and maybe after this I'm going to message you and see if you saw it, and ask you to watch it, and then we can kind of talk about this a little bit more if you want. But do you have a relationship with your team? Like, that's very important. My team is very, very tight-knit. Like, one of the girls was sick, and we were all, like, sending our care packages, and one girl was going through legal trouble, and we were, like, pooling our money together trying to help her. And, you know, when I have a bell and I was in the hospital, the girls video chatted me to see how I was doing, making sure I was okay. Like, for me, my team is a family. And that's what when I'm looking for people to join my team, I'm looking for new family members, basically. Like, I don't want anything, like, wishy-washy. Like, I want a relationship here. I want us to have fun together. I want us to grow together. It's a team effort. Like, you grow, I grow. So I would encourage you to maybe reach out to some of the other people on your team and build a relationship there. Then that way, when another event comes up, hopefully you would feel a little bit more comfortable. And you know what? If you're not comfortable, there's not a gun to your head. You don't have to stay. Go for 5 minutes, and if you feel comfortable, stay. Like, just go with an open mind and an open heart and try to enjoy it. And if you're not having fun, you don't have to stay. You can go home. Yes, Kelly, he's the sweetest. I really adore Ryan. You guys are adorable. I'm so glad. It will totally help. And message me if you need anything at all. Like, I'm not too far from you. I can help. Let me know when you have the baby. I'll bring you a meal, because that's what we do. So I hope that helps this lovely lady that asked me this. It's not easy all the time, especially as someone who suffers. But, and you know, maybe I shouldn't, but sometimes I'll take a couple of days to myself and not really, like, do the social media thing very much. And that's okay too. Like, you don't have to be on all the time. Being vulnerable and opening up and, you know, being a real you, that draws people in. People like that. Like, I'm a big one to, if I meet you and I feel connected to you, it's very likely that within a short amount of time, I'm going to dump all my garbage on you to see if you're going to stick. Because if you're not going to stick, you can just move along. Because I don't need people that aren't here for me anymore. I don't need people that aren't going to love me unconditionally. I don't want people that aren't going to cheer me on. So if I dump all my crap on you and you are like, okay, you can just keep moving along. So, but I like people to do that to me too. If I'm going to spill my guts on you, I want you to spill your guts back on me so that we can be authentic together. I think that's super important. All that to say, I mean, you don't need to dump all of your garbage all over the place and, like, for the whole public to see, but there's something special about being a little bit vulnerable, and it shows authenticity, and people like that. It draws them to you. So I totally think that you have a mom boss inside of you ready to just explode out. And I think that, you know, you mentioned that you're keeping her hid. Let that girl out, sister. Let her out. What's going to happen? You're going to run rampant. You know, maybe hit a couple walls. Girl, keep on going. It's a mindset game. You got to keep going. You got to get through those crappy people to get your perfect little gold nuggets. And try to get out to those events. Host your own event. Throw your own. I'm a big one for that. I love doing my own events. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions you want me to clarify, like, hit me up. That's cool. So one little thing before I sign off. Sunday, I'm doing a ladies' mastermind luncheon. So all you business ladies out there, if you are in the St. John area, we are going to the Ale House at noon. I only have a few seats left because I made a reservation, and there's not very many spots. I mean, it's Chop Chop week. I didn't realize. Chop Chop, for some reason, was way, like, under advertised this time, because usually I'm right up on Chop Chop. Even though I've never gone to Chop Chop before, I love food, so I just like looking at the menus. So it's Chop Chop. I don't even know what the Alehouse menu is. Hopefully it's something good. Probably will be. But anyway, if you are a lady in business and you want to connect with other like-minded ladies, 100% no soliciting, girls. This is not about like selling your thing, finding your perfect team. Like, sorry. This is about masterminding, business building. Like, bring paper, bring a question, bring a friend, bring an appetite. We're gonna have a lot of fun. There's gonna be ladies from all different backgrounds, just ready to pour into each other, encourage one another, build each other up, and like brainstorm and problem solve together. And I think it's going to be super, super cool. So if you want to come, hit me up. I'll get you invited to the event so I can get a final head count. And if I need to, I'll alter my reservation. That's cool. Cricky, I wish you could be there too, honey. Maybe another one. I'm going to start doing them monthly. So if you can't come to this one, hopefully you can come to the next one. I made an event, but later today I'm going to make a group, so make sure to add yourself to the group, and then I'll just start doing events in the group page. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Like I say, just being girl bosses together. It's going to be awesome. So, you know, even if you're not a girl boss, maybe you know a girl boss that would like to come and, like I say, mastermind, totally level up their businesses, level up their lives. That's what HQ always says. I love it. It's perfect. Makes me feel like life's a video game. You're just like leveling up. Anyway, so yeah, I guess that's it. I hope that message today helped somebody. If you think it could help somebody, feel free to share it. My stuff is always public, so share it away. You know, if you are struggling, there are people that will talk. You have friends and family that love you. No one's going to judge you. And if you're scared, there are so many resources out there. Hit me up. I've been there. I'm happy to help you through your journey. I'm not like I'm not a doctor. I'm not like a super professional or anything, but I've suffered for 20 years. So I know exactly what you are feeling, and if I can encourage you in some way, I'd love to do that. Enjoy your Friday, you guys. Have a great weekend. I'm going to start doing videos every single day. So this is my 4th. I'm going 100. I'm going 100 videos in 100 days. So who knows what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask them so that I can have some content. All right, you guys. Mwah.